you know what is considered to be one of the biggest genocides in history? Killing over 6 million Jews, it would be the Holocaust. I'll be talking about living conditions in concentration camps, experiments, and resistance. First, I'll start with living conditions. The prisoners lived in brick barracks that were supposed to hold 40 people, but they would stuff as many as 700 in one. There were no windows, but there were skylights. There are few sanitary facilities. Many of the prisoners died from disease and from the extreme cold of the barracks. They got one little thin blanket, and there was very little heat source in them. Auschwitz was a concentration camp, and the first 2 years of its existence, there was no running water, and when there was running water, it wasn't clean. The prisoners would get 3 meals a day. It would be like a piece of stale bread and cheese or a little soup. According to www.ushmn.org, it was really important for the prisoners to preserve the spirit of life because they couldn't carry out normal daily activities and for any hope of getting out of the camps. Every day they had to endure many hours of physical labor. If they couldn't stand, they would be killed automatically, and upon arrival to the camp, if they were weak, they would be gassed. Not everyone worked inside the camp. Many worked for German companies like coal mines, farms, construction, and factories, and etc. Next, I will be talking about experiments. One type of experiment was the freezing experiment. They would use the prisoners to find effective methods to treat hypothermia, so they ended up freezing many Jews to death. And they also used them to test to find immunizations for diseases such as tuberculosis, typhoid, hepatitis, and other diseases. They would be subjected to phosphine gas and mustard gas. Phosphine gas is a colorless liquid or gas that's poisonous, and mustard gas is an irritating or poisonous gas used in warfare. One doctor was really fascinated with twins, so he took a set of twins, Guido and Ina, from their parents, and he sewed them back to back like Siamese twins. And when he returned them to their parents, the back was super infected and was oozing pus. So the mom stole morphine and killed them to put them out of their misery. Next, I will be talking about resistance. There are various ways people would try to flee the country to make it to safer countries. They would go into hiding. I'm sure you've all heard of Anne Frank. Her and her family went into hiding, into a secret annex with 4 other people, but they were caught by the Nazis. And also, prisoners would rise up against guards with stolen weapons, but they were usually killed right away. And if they escaped, they would be hunted down. There was a couple dozen reports of people actually safely making out of concentration camps. So today I've talked to you about the living conditions in concentration camps, experiments, and resistance. Are there any questions? Oh, you can change it. These are the gas chambers.
Have you seen the movie Defiance with Daniel Craig?
No.
Is that based on a true story?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you find most of your information?
Oh, I found it off of the United States National, or the Holocaust Museum. They have a website with a lot of information on it. And then also, I forgot to say, the experiment about the twins was from the book We Must Know.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.